Hello everyone, I'm the Walrus Clown, and welcome to Walrus Reviews, and I'll review anything. Today it's Moby Dick and the Mighty Mightor Part 1. Roll the intro, please! There she goes! Moby Dick and Mighty Mightor originally aired on September 9th, 1967. Like many other Hanna-Barbera hero shows, it had 2 episodes of one character, in this case Mightor, with 1 episode of the other, Moby Dick in this case, in the middle. And I have so much to say about both that I'm going to have to break this into 2 reviews. Moby Dick is up first, and is in fact so stupid that it necessitated this review being broken into 2 parts. Here we go! The backstory for the cartoon is that one day the 2 Scrappies for our show, the 2 cousins Tom and Tub, went sailing with their uncle, only to get swept away from the ship in an inflatable raft during a storm. Just as all hope was lost, Moby Dick showed up and saved them from some sharks. They realized that they had made a friend for life, and now, along with their pet sea lion Scooby, they go around the ocean and get into misadventures with the white whale. In my opinion, this is the worst of the Hanna-Barbera original superhero lineup. First of all, I openly refer to Tom and Tub as Scrappies for a reason. Tom clearly mastered the ancient martial art of bland Kwon-Do at a very young age, and Tub is just the stereotypical fat eater of the group. Scooby the sea lion falls into the same underestimated by the villain pet trope that Avenger and Blip did before him. And now for my biggest complaint, Moby Dick himself. Almost everything we see is just wrong. Like in the episode Undersea World, Moby Dick gets stuck in a hole in a rock wall like he's Winnie the Pooh or something, trying to come to the aid of Tom and Tub, who are being attacked by a giant spider kaiju that's never explained. He randomly expands his body to break open the hole he was stuck into, being big enough so he could rescue the 2 Scrappies from the spider using his tail as a chisel to drop rocks on it. And then he has to rescue the 2 morons from a sperm whale-sized clam. And then the group gets attacked by a group of fish people that I think might have been the inspiration for Ripjaws, because apparently an albino sperm whale saving 2 stupid children and their pet seal from a spider kaiju isn't enough to fill up to 7 minutes for some reason. First things first, while yes, sperm whales are very durable and are capable of having their bodies collapse to match the pressure because they dive down to depths so deep that if a human were to venture down there, that the water pressure would cause said human to implode into a smear of blood and bone powder. They can't squeeze into holes that are less than half their size. Nor can they expand like that either. They collapse and expand because of the changing pressures the water puts on their bodies, not because of conscious effort. Their tail flukes are not prehensile. They can't be used to pick up and throw spears, and they certainly can't use their tail fin like a chisel to drop rocks on things. In short, whales don't work that way! Second of all, well yes, I'm glad that humans have managed to conserve sperm whales to the point where they're still with us. The simple fact of it is that humans almost wiped these things off the face of the earth long before we harnessed electricity with wooden rowboats and harpoons made of wood, because the technology to galvanize metal so that it wouldn't corrode in salt water didn't exist yet. My point being that beings who can breathe the water and are technologically advanced enough to make metal that doesn't corrode in salt water shouldn't be having any problems taking this thing out. Honor! Roll the camera, gang! Wing, up she raises, wing, up she raises, wing, up she raises early in the morning. And I can hear you typing in the comment section now. Why are you getting so worked up? It's just a campy, cheesy cartoon from the 60s. And technically you'd be right. It's a big old hunk of smoked Gouda by today's retroactive lens. But what you have to keep in mind is that Space Ghost and others of their ilk were the Steven Universe and the Gravity Falls of their era, and the 60s audience was meant to take the story somewhat seriously back then. Space Ghost had alien technology and future science to explain away what was clearly not possible for a person to do. The humans of the Herculoids could only do what humans were capable of, and had to rely on alien animal friends to get shit done. The Galaxy Trio had their powers explained by being aliens, and Birdman had his powers granted to him by the Egyptian sun god Ra. The Mighty Shazam was a reality warping genie, and Moby Dick's sister show, The Mighty Mightor, had a magic club as an explanation of the impossible things we're seeing. We knew enough about whale biology during the 60s to know that they can't do any of the things we are seeing on screen. And they don't give a proper explanation as to why Moby Dick has these abilities beyond that of a normal sperm whale. It doesn't hold up to the standards of its contemporaries. I hope this little jaunt helped demonstrates my point. I need some time to recover from that bit of stupidity. See you all next time in part 2 where I review the Mightor segments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And credits, oh, the end credits, couldn't find a song in credits, that was short enough, and credits, this is really embarrassing for me, and credits, there is nothing about whales or the oceans, and credits, that was short enough, and credits, is really embarrassing for me, and credits, super embarrassing, and credits, did I mention the end credits,